Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
Yes, sir. Mo. I almost said Monday. Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's Thursday, March 12th. Last day of kiddo school. They got field day today.
What is that?
Buddy, you never had field day? You're young.
I heard about it. I mean, we've done it, but I don't remember. It's been so long.
Field day when I was a youngster, it was like the Olympics for elementary school.
Oh, is that when you tie to another friend and jump?
You do tie. We'd do full-on sprints. There'd be relays. There'd be pull-ups. It was like straight up Olympics for kids.
Yes.
And so my son last night was like, Dad, it's our last day of school tomorrow before spring break. And we have field day. I'm like, dude, lit. Let's go over some of the events. He's like, events? I'm like, don't you have the sprint? Like you guys do waves and they take the top kids from each wave. And then at the very end, it's like the gold bracket. He's like, no, we like play duck, duck, goose. We jump into a ball pit. I'm like, oh, buddy.
What?
This is not, field days are not the same anymore.
Bring back the Arnold Schwarzenegger program.
Yeah, dude. I was like, yay. Whatever. Real Housewives of the UFC is popping. Oh my God, there's a lot to get into. Good thing Nicholas suggested doing 2 shows a week because there's so much to get into. You had the press conference with Netflix with Ronda and Gina, the great Iro Hawani at the helm there. And boy, was he in for a treat because I knew, Gina's never been, how do I say it? She's great, but she's not like the most eccentric. She's not a huge personality. Complete dime. Like she is a dime of all dime. Like you look at her like, Jesus Christ, man.
She's like Kris Jenner. She came back hotter than ever. You're like, what happened?
Dude. She's like a Kardashian without all the fucking fake stuff. She looks fantastic. She's lost weight. Obviously has the sweater puppies popping. She's fucking crushing it, right? The heavies are heavy, dude. And her face is ridiculous. So she's doing great. And then obviously Ronda, this is my thing with Ronda. And people are like, God, man, she seems so upset. She's so angry. Has so much, anger towards the UFC. Buddy, these young kids that are new to the UFC, oh, you forgot. Like back in the day, this is what made Ronda Rousey. On top of the world-class skills, she is so good on the mic when she wants to be. Obviously, the Amanda Nunes, it was a weird time, it was a dark time, but this is vintage Ronda that we're getting. And the new fan base, like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, bitch, how do you think she got so big and famous? Top 3 most famous, if not top 2 most famous UFC fighters of all time? So this is how. So when she gets on that mic, and when you give Ronda an enemy, buddy, good fucking luck. And her and Dana are cool. Like obviously Dana did a lot for her. She did a ton more for Dana, right? So I think she's like, cool, say less, game on, Bubba. Like we're still friends, but game on. And she goes so hard in the paint, and there was not a lie detected.
Yeah, if you started watching UFC at Conor McGregor era, then you don't remember Ronda Rousey at press conferences, like when they used to do the face-offs.
Gangster.
Dangerous.
Gangster.
Yes.
Play this, Chin.
It's used to be that UFC was the best place that you could come in combat sports to make a living and be paid fairly, and now it's no longer. It's one of the worst places to go. It's why so many of their top athletes are leaving to go and find pay elsewhere. It's why their champions like Valentina are selling pictures of their titties on OnlyFans. These people are. A lot of them at the ground level, they can't support their families. They're living poverty level, fighting full time. And this company just got $7.7 billion. Like, there's no reason that they can't afford to pay their athletes at least a living wage, and not even that, to at least be able to match what these athletes are making in other sports. Why would they expect to get the best athletes and these best aspiring kids that want to be something into MMA? Why not go into football? Why not go into boxing? Why not go into anything else? And so they're bleeding talent because of their short-term greed. They're thinking about the next quarter. They're thinking about the shareholders, and they're not thinking about their responsibility to be, stewards of the future of the sport.
Oof. No lies detected. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. The thing too with Ronda is this is a huge platform. So she's going hard in the paint. And I think some of the casual fans are like, I don't get it. I thought the UFC's crushing. It's like they're not. They're making money, but that doesn't mean that they're crushing it.
She actually, if you watched the whole press conference, she said that she's like, I learned from the best when it comes. Dana White is the best when it comes to promoting, but I learned from the best. And you kind of see it right here, where it's like, yeah, she really knows how to promote. Like,
well, think how did Dana, how did Howard Stern, these titans of their industry, when they're trying to make waves, they come in and they go scorched earth.
Yeah.
So for Dana, if you remember, if you go back when he was coming up, dude, Strikeforce can get it, Pride can get it, Bellator can get it. He had like this passion and this fire. Ronda has that. So she knows Netflix and UFC, because there's no other ponies in town. So Netflix and UFC, that's her enemy. She probably told Dana, was like, buddy,
yeah,
I learned from the best. Just get ready. And Dana's like, I don't give a fuck. I guarantee it. Dana's like, I bet you he doesn't even respond to this.
well, this is something I haven't even thought about
Where
before.
back in the day, Dana, he would have went live on it and fucking lit you up.
Because back in the day, remember, he was like on that tear, but that's when he cared so much about the UFC as a product. Now that I feel like Zuffa boxing is his product, it almost feels like he's treating UFC as like slap. You know what I mean? Where it's like he didn't put in that.
UFC's made it. So to Ronda's point, it's almost unfair to call him employee, but he basically is.
Yeah.
He's the guy that built the plane, and there's two different pilots, and he's in the back sipping wine going, pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have any control. Every now and then he might go to the front, but hey, we're still on course? We're good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. But he's not really in control anymore. He's the dude who built the dope-ass plane, and it's going to the destination, and he's made it. So, but even with Zuffa boxing, it's kind of, because he knows he wants to grow that, and it's a new business venture for him. So he wants to grow it, but still not the vintage Dana.
No.
I mean, he's going after Eddie Hearn, and he's like, dude, we're crushing it. This is like, what do you say? This is like beating up babies. It's like, quick question. Beating up babies, buddy, you're throwing fights in a barn right now.
Yeah.
There's 300 people and nobody's watching.
Yeah. Well, that's why, I mean, I don't want to say whose podcast, but you're putting some boring fighters, in my opinion, on some of the biggest podcasts. You could bleep this out, but having Shakur Stevenson on Rogan, I'm like, that seems like a game to try and make someone who's not that interesting that you could pay a lot of money kind of interesting. Because right now, Shakur Stevenson could fight in my living room, and I'd be like, I have something else to do. You know what I mean? He's
a great fighter, but he's missing that X factor.
No one cares about him. That's why, like, Ryan Garcia doesn't really give a. He was like, what's that going to do for? Like, that's not selling. That's not making me money.
And it's a tough fight for him.
Yeah, and it is a tough fight.
Very
but
tough.
That's why he'd rather just
probably beat him. But he's like,
what is that? Fuck. Who's watching that?
Yeah, agree. Yeah, what Ronda's doing is a page out of Dana's book. Again, Dana won't even respond to this. He won't even respond to it.
And that's a conspiracy theory. I don't know what Joe does. Maybe Joe just really finds him interesting because Joe does love boxing.
Yeah, he's a purist.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck about views or anything. Joe have, a fucking guy who thought he saw an alien on that has 7 followers. And talking for 3 hours to get whatever, not great views. And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
That's true.
That is true. There's also that. Yeah.
I was saying this the other day, Netflix, if there was a way contract-wise, could do the funniest thing possible.
What?
If UFC lets Jon Jones go, and I mean, the only problem is Conor does have time on his contract.
But both do.
If they were able to get the card that we all wanted and put that on Netflix the same day as the White House card, and no one watches the White House card, that would be such a chin check for the UFC, because then they'd be like, damn, now we actually have to start putting some fights that people want.
Force their hand. And I would love that. Like, especially, Francis got a lot of heat when he left the UFC. if you remember too, Dana's like, we've decided to let Francis go. That's not true. Francis decided to fight out his contract and decided to go a different direction. So Dana, trying to save face, goes, we decided to let him go. Not true. He decided to leave. His contract was up. So that's not true. And a lot of people are like, oh, Francis dropped the bag. Once you leave the UFC, where do you go? And he's like, well, I'll show you where I'm going to go. I'm going to fight Tyson Fury, and it's some think I beat him. I'm going to fight Tyson Fury, make more money than I've ever made in the UFC. Then I'm going to fight Anthony Joshua, get sparked out, but all good. Still made more money than anybody in the UFC. And then I'm going to fight just this big schlop, Fiera in fucking PFL. Nobody's going to watch, but I'm going to make 10 mil there too. And then I'm going to make promises and just leave. And when leave, I mean, then I'm going to be on Netflix and fight, again, a guy who's not great, but everyone's going to watch. I'm going to make probably 10 mil.
Yeah, was he made $50 million so far? How long and he would have to fucking do another 10 years of the UFC.
He's making $600,000 at the end of his career.
Yeah.
$600,000
Come on.
as a champion.
That's why when he says it's not about legacy, it's about like at this point he's like,
buddy, we're prize fighters.
yeah.
The number one word in that sentence is prize. The prize is cash. Who's paying me the most cash? That's where I go. And then now Francis set up. So he did it right. You know, what he's doing. People are like, oh, he dropped the bag. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, you're so dumb. When it comes to John, my hopes in all this is, you know, I said this on Monday's show. So Tom Aspinall signing with Eddie Hearn is phenomenal for a variety of reasons. But one of the number one reasons is because UFC has gone through these antitrust lawsuits and stuff like that, UFC has to play kind of nice with a lot of guys. So you see guys on RAF, you'll see guys doing other competitions. There hasn't been any striking, but a lot of grappling. Like what Arman's doing back in the day, they would never allow. Now, because of these antitrust lawsuits, UFC kind of, you know, they're like, we're not a monopoly.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure they're like telling the manager, dude, we don't like this. Like, cool, what are you going to do, dude?
Yeah.
So when it comes to that stuff, they got to tread lightly. I was thinking about this on the way in. They also have to tread lightly when it comes to Jon Jones. Because Jon, technically, he re-signed his contract after he fought Cyril Gane. So he might have 2 to 3 fights left on there. But when the face of the company, the president of the company, even though he doesn't control the steering wheel, when he goes, yeah, he's done, never fighting again because of his arthritis, and Jon goes, well, release me. There's going to be a lawyer, and Jon's lawyers are good, who are going to argue that, no, you said you're not going to fight him. You know, so I'm sure in technicality, there is a way that Jon can get out of it. Where back in the day, that was just not a thing.
Yeah.
Like you were so fucked. So there could be a way where Jon could maybe get out of it because the UFC doesn't want to deal with the lawsuits coming because they're so sick of that. So I think that's his only out, where if Jon does get out, you're getting John Francis literally like this. If I'm Tom Aspinall, same thing. Same thing. I'm trying to get out of that. Conor McGregor, same thing. Trying to get out of that. Nate Diaz, same thing. Trying to get out of that. Now, to your point, you go, wouldn't it be funny if Netflix put on the card that we all wanted for the White House? They did Francis Jon, Nate Diaz, Conor, Ronda, Gina. You have this crazy fucking card, which is great. The issue is, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't fix the problems we have in the UFC. It's a one-off.
Sure.
You might get 1 or 2 fight cards, MMA fight cards out of Netflix with the big dogs because they just want views. But they're not going to toss on prelims and have, you know, prospects coming up fighting on Netflix. There's nowhere to go.
Unless there was a slow game that they played where they start doing that with fighters who are at the end of their contract, then start something like a Ultimate Fighter where it's like a Netflix reality show where they are starting to farm. Not like what Ultimate Fighter or Dana White wants a fight, like something like that.
Like building stars based off a reality show?
Where if they saw like, oh, there is another outlet and this outlet is actually paying a lot more money, now younger prospects might see that. And don't get me wrong, we've already seen UFC destroy every avenue that's ever tried to do that. But if Netflix tried to do that,
you can't destroy Netflix because the reason why they outlast all these other ones is because of money.
Everyone and this isn't me trying to take down UFC. I fucking love UFC. Like I've loved it forever, but I just want them to put out the best product.
Me too. But dude, I do not want the UFC to go anywhere.
No.
I don't want anything to happen to them. I just want them to have a sense of urgency and actually give a fuck.
Exactly.
Because what they're doing now, like Dana's out, the Fertittas are out. You guys don't realize those were the lifelines. Those were the bloodlines to what made the UFC great. Say what you want about Dana. Say what you want about Lorenzo Fertitta. Those are the guys that actually gave a fuck about fighting to get it where it's at. What has happened now since they went with TKO is they've inserted businessmen who are good at maximizing profit. They couldn't tell you 10 guys on the roster, nor do they give a fuck.
Yeah.
They look at numbers and everything's black and white, which you do need people like that. But they can't be the sole decision makers of your organization when it's a fight league. It's literally not going to work out. So right now, like the UFC release, our numbers on CBS with the BMF and all that shit and Paramount, it's the highest we've ever had on national TV. I'll tell you guys right now, A, I don't believe those numbers. I think they're full of shit. B, even if you are getting good numbers, again, Shapiro and Nick Khan, those guys that run TKO as the suits, all good. I'm telling you, this is a recipe for disaster. Right now, you're crushing it, making $7.7 billion for the next 7 years. After that, it's going to get fucking weird. Even before 7 years, 2 years into this, if we keep going like we are, the fan base is just going to go like this. And the sponsors are going to go like this. And the viewership's going to go like this.
Yeah.
And then people in my world, our views are going to go like this. That's how this all works. So it's a sinking ship right now. Now that ship is gold because it's worth $7.7 billion. It's gold, but there's holes in the fucking ship. And no one's plugging those holes.
Yeah.
Just go, let's just keep going. We're balling. Let's just keep going. It's like, okay, man, I think you want to fucking fucking seal up that hole. If you don't, I'm telling you, it's a slow sink. That thing's fucking going like this.
Yeah, and you know it's kind of crazy because you've said it. So to your point, with two different things I've heard you talk about was when with the legacy of Francis. Like people are like, oh, the legacy. It's like there is no heavyweight stars for him to create a legacy in the UFC right now. Tom Aspinall's possibly not going to fight. Jon Jones he's not going to fight Jon Jones. So it's like, might as well go for the money.
But as far as legacy, he left and fought some of the best before the division went to shit. He was the lineal champion. So he left as the champion. He's still the number one heavyweight in the world.
Yeah.
So his legacy is pretty fucking cemented. So really the first heavyweight to leave as the lineal heavyweight champion, then go fight Tyson Fury, the biggest heavyweight boxer in the world at the time. Some people thought he won that fight and went to decision.
Yeah.
And they fought Anthony Joshua, which win, lose, or draw, still a phenomenal feat. Insane. No one's ever done that.
And he flatlined Stipe. And
Flatline Stipe
is obviously, as we talked about before the Jon Jones fight, one of the greatest
Top
heavyweights.
3.
And then now all of a sudden, he already flatlined him. So, okay, now where do you move from here? If there's no more competition for you in the UFC,
There's no reason.
Might as well make the money.
Yeah, there's no reason to stay in the UFC. A, it's not getting the views. B, there's not a roster for you to fight. There's no big names. There's no incentives. You're not getting compensated. Who in the fuck would stay? Now, I'm saying this because we're talking about bona fide stars. Francis, John, Conor, Ronda, Gina, Nate. That's the issue, is what Netflix is doing is great. And I'm glad there's a lane for it, but that's for the elite of the elite. The majority of fighters cannot jump over to Netflix.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. So if you're like a mid-tier guy, even if you're a top 5 guy, and you're like, man, I'm just going to jump over. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You know what I think is a huge problem?
No, you're not. You know that meme? No, you're not.
Yep. You know, it's a huge problem too. Like, look at all the names you just said. It kind of goes to your point where there's no stars in the UFC that like there used to be, because if we would have got the best UFC card right now, like the one that we all wanted, that means you're taking retired fighters from fucking what, 2018?
Well, but I think that just shows you the nature of the business right now is they're not in the business of making stars. They're literally squeezing out every inch of stars from back in the day because there's no current stars.
Yeah.
It just proves the point. Like, dude, we're talking about Ronda. Gina Carano hasn't fought in God knows how long.
Yeah.
Ronda hasn't fought in 9 years. We're talking about John, who's, on his last fucking leg with fucking arthritis in his hips. I'm talking about Conor, who hasn't won a fight in I don't know how fucking long. I'm talking about Nate. What the fuck? What?
the world shut down more recently than they were popular stars.
Yeah, dude.
You know, like,
Yeah, they're living off like past celebrities.
so that it shows that like right now, and like the fights that they could have made happen that would have actually made us happy, they just didn't. Like, dude, like we wanted.
They don't care.
Yeah, we wanted Ilya versus Islam. Like we wanted. I would have much rather have seen Sanhagen versus O'Malley. You know what I mean? Like that's the fight we wanted.
They didn't even call Sanhagen. It just shows you how out of touch they are because, again, the guys running it are just very black and white. They're accountants. They're number-based guys. They're not listening to social media. They're not in the forums. They're not actual fans of the sport. They don't give a flying fuck. They're going, did he get good views? Did we get more sponsorships? Did we get this? Did we get this? Check, check, check. They don't realize that they're slowly killing the sport.
Yeah. Is the guy that Bo Nickal's fighting good? Yes. Is it so early in his career that no one knows how to pronounce his name yet? Also, yes.
Did you see his tweet, though? It's great. Did you see Doc's tweet?
No.
He goes, when you're just a chill guy. Go to his tweet.
Dude,
It's
when you were
fucking
calling
great.
him Thiccc, I was the mayor of Massachusetts.
Yeah, his tweet's fucking great. When everyone is hating on you, but you're just a chill guy that gets to fight at the White House. Isn't that fucking great?
Because, like, dude, he's good, but, like, is he the best card of, like, that's supposed to be the 250th year of the United States being around good yet? We don't know.
And again, Thiccc and the guy. Thiccc.
We're just going to call him Thiccc for now.
Thiccc and the guy who's fighting fucking.
Zahabi?
No, that's a whole nother story. The guy fighting the first fight on the main card.
Who's first?
Lopez.
I just bring up the card.
Oh, Lopez versus...
Steve, is it Smith?
And I love Lopez. I love him.
He's all right.
But he's like...
Steve Garcia. I said Steve
Garcia.
Smith. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers. So yeah, dude, here's the problem. So Steve Garcia, right? So Steve Garcia and Dacus is taking a ton of heat. But just if you're them, you're like, what? It's a great opportunity. I can't believe I'm on it either. I didn't ask for this.
Sure.
They fucking called us up. The reason why they're on this card, the reason why Zahabi's on the card, the reason why you're getting these fights is because they don't want to pay guys.
Dog, Michael Chandler, he's an explosive fighter. He's fun, but he doesn't move the needle for the division. He's not like who everyone's asking for.
That's what this card was supposed to be, though. It's supposed to be like Michael Chandler's like pro-Trump, Mr. America, and they went, man, who could we get him to fight? Who will do it for the amount of money we're willing to pay him? And Huffy was like, I'll fucking do it. And like, oh, again, this is people that don't know the sport go, yeah, do that. And then the hardcore is people that know the sport go, wait, hold on. Chandler sat out 2 to 3 years to fight Conor, and you promised him a fight at the White House, and you're giving him Huffy?
right.
You know how fucked up that is?
And I like him. I like Huffy. I think he's
He's great.
Yeah.
Why would you want to see Huffy, a Brazilian, murder a guy on fucking national TV?
Especially an American at the White House.
Again, they don't know what they're doing. There's so many rumblings that the UFC is so unorganized right now, and there's no structure. This proves that point.
Yeah.
Nobody besides Huffy's mom and dad asked for him to fight on the White House. Nobody asked for this fight.
And
If out of 100 fucking guys, Huffy was not on my list to fight Michael Chandler.
No.
It's so fucking rude.
Yeah. If you would have told me 3 weeks ago that he was going to be on the White House card, I would have. You're lying to me. Stop
I'd be like,
lying.
prelim?
Like if a time traveler came back and told you that, you'd been like, "Oh, this guy is a schizophrenic that says he's time traveling."
The reason these guys are on the list, so remember, they wanted Ilya versus Arman. That was the original fight. They wanted Ilya versus Arman. They thought that was going to save the day. Now, also remember, they put this card together. Remember, they told us a year ago it was going to be
Ilya
the best fight
Arman or
card
Ilya?
I'm sorry,
Islam?
Ilya Islam. They want Ilya Islam at the last hour. So this whole card was put together in about 48 hours.
Yeah.
This is how unorganized the UFC is. They've had 12 months to put this together. We were promised the best UFC fight card ever. And they put this together in 2 days because it's so unorganized, dude.
This is like that final project at the end of the year that you have to get done, and you have all these months to get it done, and then you wait till the night before. You're like,
And this
fuck,
is what
now I
you
got to
get.
do all this fucking homework now.
And this is what you get.
Yeah.
So,
But I will say, O'Malley versus Sahabi is a great fight.
It's all right.
They're both good. They're going to actually bang because both of them could strike, and
Probably goes to decision.
they're not going to be. They're gonna stand and bang with each other. So it's going to be a fun fight. But that's again, like I commented on your reel because I was like, if this wasn't a UFC White House card, I would love this card. I love Ilya.
And
I love
a lot
Alex.
of the comments on my post where I was like, epic fail is what we said on there. People are like, dude, you're just hating. This is actually a good card. You're not listening. You're not listening. This is a great card.
Yes.
You're not listening. This is a fantastic card. It's not fantastic for what we were told we were going to get.
Exactly.
You're confusing two different things. On paper, if this was in August and just a random numbered event, I'm like, holy fuck, we're bringing the heat to
Fire.
Even then, I'd be like, some of the fights don't make sense. But either way, they bring the heat.
Yeah.
But when you're told from the fucking general's mouth, El Capitano, Dana White, that's going to be the greatest UFC fight card ever, that's why people have issues. How you don't understand that is beyond. If you don't understand why we're upset at this card, then you don't know shit about the game.
Yeah.
You just don't know shit. That you're conflicting two different things. It is a good card. It's not good for the White House. And again, we were told it was going to be the best ever. That's why we're upset. You're conflicting two different concepts there.
Especially the fight before the final fight. Like, I don't know if you agree with this. I don't see that being a firefight. That they're two really good strikers.
Alex Tsarukyan?
They're both really good technical strikers. Gon is not going to fall for any tricks. He's not going to just come in with his hands down. Like it's going to be a lot of feints. It's going to be like they're going to stand away from each other. Well, it's going to be one of those fights where it's like, oh, I can't wait for these two bangers. But then they're both so technically sound that it might be just a 5-round technical fight.
Yeah, probably. And also, Tsarukyan's not a knockout artist. That's never been his thing.
And that sounds
He's very
casual.
technical.
That sounds casual what I just said, but we wanted banger fights. We wanted monster truck rally. We didn't want the same shit people are talking bad about the BMF where they're like, this is not supposed to be
Correct.
a grappling belt. This is
Correct.
supposed to be you put your finger down and we bang in the middle of the circle. That sounds good.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bang him out. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so you were supposed to get Islam versus Ilya, and they're talking shit to each other. So Ilya says, once again, Islam comes up with an excuse. This time it's an injury. I always knew I would be part of the White House event. Islam responds, we both know who chickened out here. You can cover your cowardness with nasty tweets, but don't worry, one day you will get what you asked for. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. Neither one of them is afraid to fight the other. That's not real. Tom Aspinall, John's not scared of Tom. None of this is real. Again, and I know it sounds like all I'm doing is hating on the UFC, but these are just facts. And this isn't Dana. Dana has nothing to do with this. This is whoever's at the helm. These suits don't realize the fights we're not getting is because they do not want to pay. So trust me, you would have got John versus Alex if they would have paid. You would have got Islam versus Ilia Topuria if they would have paid. This is how it went down. Ilya's manager got a call on Thursday night at midnight, and they go, we want Islam versus Ilya at the White House. His manager goes, cool, we want this much money. UFC said, no, we're not going to pay that much money. Went, cool, then there's not much to talk about because for this super fight, we want to be compensated for it. And the UFC went, that's not what we do these days. We're not going to give you the fight you want. He goes, cool, then we're not fighting. They thought the whole thing was off. They go, who can we call who will agree to this bullshit budget we're trying to propose? Call up Justin Gaethje. He goes, yep, I'm in. They call Ilya's manager again. He goes, okay, you're asking too much for Islam. How about Justin Gaethje? And he goes, all right, we'll do it for that. That's how that goes down. So the reason you're not getting the fights is not because Islam's scared. It's not because he's injured. It's not because Ilya's scared. Cut all the bullshit. They're the two of the greatest fighters, pound for pound number one, pound for pound number two. No one's scared of anybody. They want to fight each other, but they want to be compensated. The reason you're not getting Ronda, Gina on the UFC card. No matter how you feel about the fight, the matchup, the reason you're not getting it is because the UFC didn't want to pay. The reason Jon Jones didn't fight Tom is because that one's weird. The UFC didn't want to pay, but His Excellency actually put up the money and Jon still turned it down. So that's a different thing. But the reason we're not getting the fights that we think we deserve is because the UFC doesn't want to pay. Nobody's scared to fight anybody at this level. Hate to tell you.
Which you would have thought that like for the White House, they would have treated it like a Jewish girl's bat mitzvah and been
They
like,
don't
we're
have
gonna buy Jason Derulo, we're gonna get everyone that you want for this thing.
Oh,
you know
you're talking
what I
about
My
Sweet 16 on MTV?
That's what
you
you
would have thought was
Joe's
happening.
daughter.
You would have thought you were Fat Joe's daughter and you turned 16 and there's no budget. Nah, fam. Nah, we're tightening shit up.
we don't have Fat Joe. We got Ja Rule.
We're not Fat Joe, but we got T.I.'s son. You know
You're like,
wait, what? Oh, and it's not going to be at a dope house. It's at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
We got T.I.'s son in the ball pit.
yeah, and we're fairly acting like the Sweet 16 girl that didn't get our way because it's like you promised us this Sweet 16 and we're not getting it.
No, we're getting Chuck E. Cheese.
Discovery Zone.
Oh, sick. T.I.'s coming? Nah, man. King Harris is coming. Oh, but you said it was going to be the greatest birthday party ever. I did. And I lied. And Ronda alluded to this, that Dana knows the White House card is shit. Mm-hmm. These are facts. Dana's not a dumb dude. No. Dana's very fucking smart and knows the fight game better than anybody else in the world in the history of combat sports. He's brilliant. I know for a fact, Dana's like, oh man, I'm going to take some fucking shit on this one.
Yeah.
I promised them the greatest card. And you guys totally dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And also, hate to tell you, Dana doesn't have the power to pull this off anymore. No. He relinquished all his power when he sold the company, man. Mm-hmm. They're keeping him on board as the face. So the company got bought out. I don't know if you guys, company got bought out and then went, we're going to run it now for what's best for our shareholders. We need you to stay on board and be the face because everyone knows you and Joe Rogan, the most famous guys in the UFC. So we need you to stay on board, but we're going to control it. So Dana doesn't even have the power to co-sign and go, no, you dude, I promised them the best fight card ever. They went, you fucked up.
Yeah.
They fucked up, right?
So
we're not doing that because to the UFC, this is why you don't have Conor either. Because to the UFC, they know having anybody on the card at the White House is going to get enough views to check the box for them and please the oligarchs, please these rich 1%ers who are going to be in the audience. They know this is good and they know CBS, the White House, everyone's in covering it, Trump's there. This doesn't get views whether my dumbass is on it versus fucking Ilya Topura. They don't give a fuck. They know it's going to get views, so they're good.
So
that's why you don't have Conor, because they're not going to waste Conor on this, because they know it's going to get numbies.
Yeah.
So they save Conor for International Fight Week because there's an actual ticket gate sale. There's sales. There's going to get views.
Yeah. So you think Dana's basically the Queen of England, and the Prime Minister is the one actually making...
He's Biden.
Yeah.
He's Biden, but he's not fucking drooling out his mouth and can't walk. He's Biden. Where there's people behind him pulling the strings, and he's the face.
So you're there as just the figurehead, but that's really about it.
That's about it. Yeah, basically like Queen of England. They really don't do much.
Yeah.
But when there's a big speaking engagement, shows
You're
up.
there for the ceremony, show face.
You're royalty.
Yeah.
Dana is. He's royalty. He deserves it. But when it comes to this stuff, Dana back in the day would never allow this.
No.
Dude, again, you casuals and you newcomers, you must have forgot. You think Dana would ever let another fucking organization sign a big fight to go toe-to-toe with him and outdo him? That's how you know he's not at the helm. He would never, dude. Think about it, whenever Bellator would announce something, and it was kind of good, like, oh shit, look at Bellator. Dana would be like, say less. Then literally the next day or the next fucking 2 days, boom, it'd be the best card you've ever seen.
That's why I was very interested with Ronda in the press conference. She was saying that in her versus Gina Carano was supposed to be the end of the pay-per-views, and that and she was supposed to get like the money that she was asking for. And then when they couldn't get that because Gina she said she wasn't ready for it. So she needed more time, which is why she was hoping that she can get something signed on the Paramount thing. And then when Dana couldn't give her the money that they were going to give her from the ESPN deal, she was like, she said Dana gave me his best wishes and said, go where the money is.
That's how you know you didn't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because remember about a year ago, maybe a little more, a year ago, Dana goes, I'm going to announce a fight it's coming out of left field. It's going to knock you off your socks. That was this.
Yeah.
And so now he's like, we don't. And I get it. I get it. The optics. They're like, good luck. Go have fun somewhere else. It's like, no, you know how big this fight is.
Yeah.
Now, stylistically and fight-wise, when it gets down to it, not a great fight. Ronda's going to destroy her. She's a minus 4,000. Fuck all that. As far as eyeballs and the gravity of the situation in the fight game, this is a massive fight. Dana knows this. That's how you know. Dana's like, it's out of my hands. I can't go to them and ask for that money. Now, in the pay-per-view days, he'd be like, we'll give you this pay-per-view points, and you're going to make this much money. And Ronda's like, we're down for that. Gina's not ready. They go to Paramount. You get the suits in there. You get Shapiro. You got Nick Khan in there. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
We would never agree to that.
They don't have that in the negotiation. They can't be like, you're going to get these points anymore. So they don't even have that negotiation tag. That's interesting.
It's guaranteed money now. So, because there's no numbers to work off of, like as far as pay-per-views go. So that's why Dana was like, good luck.
Yeah.
And that's how you know this complete ship has sailed. Dana would never allow this 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10, never. He would have locked Ronda up so fast, dude.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall after everything got in Dana's room when everything got
Dana's
finalized.
like us. I guarantee you, Dana's just like he was. I bet he's in his fucking mansion, one of the 7 he owns, or he's in some fancy hotel room. And when the White House card got announced, he went, motherfucker.
He's like, I'm going to get some shit.
Terrible. Terrible. Now, again, this is 2026, Dana. He's not even going to comment on Ronda's stuff. He knows the game. He knows what she's doing. He's like, do your thing, girl. He's to be honest, I bet he's rooting for her. He's
Probably.
made his money.
Yeah.
He knows the UFC's a shell of itself. He's good.
Yeah.
Get your money, girl. Now keep that same energy with Jon. Keep that same energy with Conor. Keep that same energy with Nate. Keep that same energy. You owe it to those guys. Jon's done so much for the UFC. He's the greatest of all time. Yes, he has arthritis in his hip. You said he can't fight anymore. So let him go. Let him go.
But between him and Conor, who's made the UFC more money than those two? No, I'm saying besides those two, who's made more money for the UFC than those two stars? Nobody. They deserve the money.
And that's my thing. Like, Dana, there's nothing else for him to do. You've done everything, man. You're the most famous promoter of all time. You're a bona fide superstar. You have more money than God. Your kids are set. Your assets are set. You can ride off into the sunset. Do what's right here. Dana's not a bad guy. Do what's right here, man. Let Jon go. Let Conor go. Let Conor fight this one, then let him go, man. Or if you have something in the works where he has 2 fights, but then you let him go, man. You let him go to Netflix, and Jon makes more money off one fight against Francis, win, lose, or draw, makes more money than God. For Tom Aspinall, let's let him go. Let him go.
If
have
he
him
wants
fight
out,
one.
yeah.
Let's say Cyril or Poatan, whoever wins that fight, they fight Tom, and then there's nothing else for Tom. You let him go. You let him go.
Who's going to fight Curtis Blades? You know, like
What are you going to do? Like, dude, do what's right here. Like, and I get it. Back in the day, locking guys down, have a monopoly, fuck everybody. It's you versus the world. Dude, trust me, I get that more than anybody. But now you're at a certain point. You're at 10,000 feet cruising. You've made it. There's no turbulence. You've made it, bro. Let those guys go. Let them go make their money.
do you have any?
If you want to give back, that's how you give back.
Here's a question for you. Do you have any worry now that Dana's not, Dana's taken a step into the boxing world, and you got Hunter and Maynard versus are the ones who are doing these fights? Have you lost any faith in their ability to create cards now that it's not Dana?
Mick Maynard, I love. I think he's the brains behind a lot of this operation. He's great. Hunter Campbell, I know I have no personal relationship with Hunter. I know Mick. Obviously, I know Shelby, Reed. Like, I have some close friends still in the UFC. I don't know how it's working at the top level anymore. I used to. I don't know how that's structured now. I don't know who's making the calls. I don't think they're giving those guys the power they need to put on the best fights.
Interesting.
I think it's coming from up top. So I don't think it matters who you have in there.
So they're answering to people.
Yeah, they have different bosses.
That's a problem.
Different bosses. So now I will say this. Part of the way Dana can give back to these guys and not get sued down the road is, so Tom Aspinall signs with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn knows boxing better than Dana. Promoting, he grew up in the boxing game. His dad, right, was a promoter. So Eddie Hearn knows boxing. He represents Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is signed under Zuffa UFC. So let's say Tom, he says he's ready to fight, right? He fights the winner of Cyril Gane, Poatan, beats them. Well, why can't Tom go over to Zuffa and box? And then this is where it's going to get dicey because you paid Conor Ben $15 million. And now you're going to have your heavyweight UFC champion come on and fight for Zuffa. You're going to pay him the same as you did for MMA? Because this guy's worth 15 mil. In what world is Tom not selling more tickets than Conor Ben?
Yeah.
So this is where it gets weird. Because let's say Tom goes, hey man, and just so you know, Tom was going to go to professional boxing. He was going to quit MMA before he got a break. He was going to quit and just focus on boxing. He trained Tyson Fury. He was just solely focused on boxing. Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was just going to do boxing. And then he got some big break and focused on MMA, and the rest is history. But, you know, that's why he's a good fucking boxer. Probably has the fast hands in the heavyweight division. So he wants to box. Dana controls a boxing promotion. So instead of letting him go and just riding off the sunset with Eddie Hearn, if I'm Dana, I'm like, let's figure something out if you want to box. Now where it gets weird, it seemed like, all right, well, that's a different contract. Because you paid Conor Ben 15 mil for one fight. What am I worth?
Sure.
And now you're going to have, now Sugar Sean sees that. He wants to box. Whoa. You're going to pay me whatever it is, $1.8 mil to fight Peter Yan again?
Yeah.
No, I want to box too for 15 mil.
Yeah.
And now you're going to get this influx, so they're going to have problems. But it's a window of opportunity.
And that's a great outlet for Sugar Sean. Whether or not he would be a champion in boxing or not, but it's just like, you're not going to be beating Marab anytime soon. You're not going to be, he might, and I love Sugar Sean, but the thought of him winning the belt again, it'd have to be, there's a lot of MMA math that would have to get done.
His wrestling's just not up to par, with those guys who are champs. Now in boxing though, I'm not saying Sugar or Tom Aspinall are going to be world champions at their weight class, but in the world of boxing that we're in, you don't have to be to make stupid money.
Yeah.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be
They're
at
not
all.
fighting on undercard. People are going to pay to watch that.
There's a lot of influencers. There's a lot of other, well-known name guys. There's a lot of well-known gays. There's a lot of well-known guys who are older who we could fight. The Jake Paul, blueprint. There's money there.
Yep.
Because again, it's prize fighting.
And UFC fans are going to watch. They're going to watch O'Malley box. They're going to watch Tom box.
Especially if Zuffa's promoting it. What else you got, Jen?
Oh, well, you guys were talking about it, so you guys want to see this clip of Ariel talking? You want to brief him on this at all, or just play the video?
Play the video.
Second, do you remember that press conference in Tampa at the very end of the year, December of 2024, when Dana White dropped a hint and a tease of what was to come next year, something that we could have never imagined that came out of the blue? Do you guys remember this? In case you forgot, take a listen.
I anticipate a lot of big fights. I got something in the works right now. I'll drive you fuckers crazy. All you guys will be running around. I got something in the works that you will never fucking see coming for 2025. That literally started to come together last night, and we got some fun stuff coming up.
We finally got the answer to that mystery. We finally figured it out. It was that fight. It was Ronda versus Gina. That was the one. We were talking about, what's this fight? What's this fight? Is it Tom, John? Is it this, that? And I want to give a shout out to our friend, She Only Loves Gloves. I believe that's the name. Is that the name that we credited up there? Gloves. She Loves the Gloves, excuse me. Shout out to Georgia, who did post this, but I was actually gonna bring it up myself, but I want to give her credit because she did tweet it and credit us as well. That's the one. So look at the enthusiasm, look at the excitement. And does that mean we can add this fight to the list of the fights that they haven't made over the past year, or maybe even more than that? Ilya Islam now, and all these other, Jon and Ngannou, Jon and Aspinall, on and on it goes. Jon and Pereira. Crazy, right?
He is right. It's another drop ball. And again, it's not that they don't want him. It's that they don't want to pay him.
You know, Dana's starting to feel like, you know, that deadbeat dad that like tells you they're going to take you to ice cream and you're just sitting on the porch.
Yeah.
You know, you think you're going to Little League and you're smacking your glove on the porch.
And he just doesn't
show up. Yeah.
Or he shows up and is like, "Oh, you thought we were going to baseball? You're actually coming to work with me." So you're still with him. You're still getting something, but it's not great.
You're on a construction site. Like, fuck.
And this was Gutsy Pick Cash. He showed the difference between Dana White in 2024 versus now.
Only 2 years ago?
Event in UFC history. The demand is like nothing we've ever seen before. Get ready, everybody. The baddest live event of all time. UFC Noche at the Sphere in Las Vegas. UFC Noche. If you don't know, now you know. We'll be facing the number 3 ranked Carlos Ulberg.
In Miami.
Yeah, Miami. April 11th.
Dude, that's the
And
energy
tickets go on sale tomorrow.
of
Today was
before the
pre-sale.
relationship
It is the
and then
most-
after the divorce.
Yeah, everyone could see it though. His passion kind of just died.
Also defend Dana. He's also human, and he made it, dude.
Yeah, he accomplished
Like
everything.
the goal's over.
Yeah.
Like if the goal is to climb Mount Everest, he did it, and then they're like, "Hey, bud, can you go back down and climb back up?" And he's like, "What? What?"
Yeah.
I guess. And you don't want to do it, but you signed a contract and you have to do it.
Yeah.
So you're like, "Oh, fuck, yeah, I'll try my best." But you know you're not doing your best.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And we also, like you said, we
Fucking the
don't.
names up and stuff.
He
didn't know the location?
He's like
Miami,
Dukakis.
yeah.
He's like in Dukakis in Cleveland. Oh, fuck. Miami. It's actually Miami. And he's like, Miami's fun. I believe it. Yeah.
And this is just recent Gina Carano footage of her training.
I love Gina.
Thoughts?
I absolutely adore Gina. She's one of the GOATs. She's about to get dog walked because it's slow too.
Yeah.
Like Ronda has problems when it's speed. When it's straight shots and speed, like Amanda Nunes, you're gonna have some problems. That's not this. She's just gonna tie her up, take her down, and armbar. It's gonna be like a 2-minute fight.
Yeah.
I love Gina, and God bless her, and losing weight and getting back in there. Like, it's badass, dude. And I'm rooting for her.
Yeah.
Everything's so slow. It's like,
It
but
sounded
she's also
pretty
in her
powerful,
mid
though.
fucking 40s.
Yeah.
Like, I had to shadow box the other day with something. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, still doesn't beat Ronda's shadow boxing.
Oh, the
first one? Oh, man.
Yeah, but still, but
Did you see the
Ronda's not
memes?
but now if you showed Ronda grappling and she was looking stiff and slow, you'd be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
This is Gina's thing. Like, this is the only way she can win.
Wait, is that what's her specialty?
Hers, kickboxing. Yeah. Yeah. Like I don't need to see Ronda shadow boxing. Like, she's not going to win fights by.
Ronda's never going to shadow box in public again.
No. She should just keep mimicking that. So it's silly. What else you got?
They always put her with that song too, that very like popular.
Cotton Eye Joe?
I don't know what the hell it's called. Not that one though. And this is Valentina's response to Ronda.
First of all, she caught a straight. And her defense is weak. It's 2020. She's talking about OnlyFans because Ron was like, yeah, Shevchenko showing her tits on OnlyFans, which is a hilarious comment. And then Shevchenko gets on there and goes, hey, man, it's 2026. Fighters using OnlyFans is just a new way to connect with fans, Ronda. Looks like Ronda slept too long after her last fight. Yeah, Ronda 10-8 on this one. Hey, Ronda, OnlyFans isn't just about tits. It's about connecting with real connections with fucking fans.
That's why all my friends go on there.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yeah, no one's jacking off to your pictures, Shevchenko.
Nothing like who does.
They're
actually
just all
subscribe?
good fans. Hey, also, if you want to connect with fans, there's social media. You don't have to pay for it. Shevchenko, it is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, does anyone know anyone that subscribes for like fighting footage? Because there's people that are in fighting sports that have OnlyFans.
I'm sending you the funny video.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I don't think so, man.
I was just this one real quick. This is
Everybody
RDR.
jacking off on there. Everybody jacking off.
Eat some donuts. Come on, bro. After work. Eat some donuts, man. Come on.
What are you doing, bro?
I'm giving you some donuts. You need this. Eat a donut, brother. Come on.
I gotta cut.
Too healthy. All too healthy people. You can use a donut, brother. You're getting too skinny. Come on, eat one. Come on, eat a fool.
How you feel, bro?
I'm good.
Yep.
Yeah, just sad, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I want to.
RDR seems like a good guy, doesn't he?
Right? A little short. I think could have gone either way, but I'm happy that I got my body back. Most importantly, I was able to go 3 hard rounds, and I think I have a lot more to show. I brought you.
RoboCop's like, yeah, say less.
His fight style is so interesting. It looks like he's like not. It doesn't seem like he's like going hard the way he fights. You know what I mean?
Very slow, methodical. He's the most dangerous sloth in the UFC. You know
Sloth is perfect way to put it.
Very
this is the best Ronda meme I've seen so far.
Did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah, why is she like this? I don't know, man. That guy's silly, dude.
That's it.
Yeah, listen.
She'll never do that in public again.
No, she's a grappler, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and then everyone made it out to be Mike Tyson. That's not her fault.
Mm-hmm.
With RDR, yeah, so that's the reason he's giving out donuts. He's going to 205.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, if you follow the sport, he was a 205 champion and won championship.
Mm-hmm.
So not that crazy. He's a big ass 185er. Also, the Slim Pickens at 205. I dig it.
If Pereira moves up officially, then there's really, I mean, yeah, not a lot of.
No, you got
well.
Yuri fighting for the title in Miami, you know, against Olberg. So there's he could be a problem there. The problem at 205, they're fucking athletic and explosive. That's where he's going to struggle.
The fight,
but again, he figured out one championship.
Even though like we talk, you know, there's a lot of hate right now.
On who?
I'm looking in just like the UFC cards. I'm actually really looking forward to Mosvar's next fight, Laurel Murphy.
Yes.
Because that's actually something that moves the needle. Because after that, Volk is one of the few people that goes like, I want who is the best
the challenges,
fight.
yeah.
I also think that like he wants to beat like an undefeated, you know.
Yeah, for Murphy, Mosarv, it's like they're like, all right, man, neither one of you are going to sell tickets. You're both undefeated. We need somebody to come out on top of this because both y'all ain't get a title shot.
Yeah, because he actually said he'll fight. He wants to fight. I think he's really waiting to see who wins.
That's what he wants. Yeah.
That's what I love about Volk. He's like, I want the good
game.
fights.
He's game. But that's also why, like we were talking about off here, like Islam isn't fighting Ilya. There's a lot of contenders at 170, man. Like I hate. It's just this new thing. Guys want to be double and triple champs, like, but also defend your fucking belt a few times before you do that.
I think that kind of ruins the sport a little. I mean,
it's horrible.
Gives us like,
but you know why they're doing it again? Any issue you have with the UFC, it all comes down to money. They make more money when they have more titles. So being a double champ, it equals more money. So that's why if there was no incentive, nobody's doing it. It's fucking stupid. But for Islam, like, buddy, you got Ian Gary, you got Morales, you got some fucking dudes, man. You know, like you got to beat them. You got to beat them.
Yeah,
he's fighting Ian Gary next. That's how it's going down.
I mean, some of these upcoming fight cards aren't that bad at all. You know, they're not as big of names as we would have wanted. But like, I love the next UFC fight night. What's his name? Guy who went the distance with Ilya. Great, Josh Emmett. Like, he's got a tough fight in his next fight. What was the guy's name that he's fighting in his next fight? That's something I'm
talking about. The fight night
coming
up.
That's going to be a good fight night.
Oh, someone correct me because I said quit trying to make fetch happen. I said it was from Clueless. It's actually from Mean Girls.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Thank God you said that. Dude.
I know, dude.
People were pissed.
People were pissed, dude. Pissed.
So Emmett versus Vallejos.
You're a Mean Girls casual.
Dude, facts.
Yeah, Kevin Vallejos.
He's got this dude. Voyos he's on a good run right now.
That's pretty badass. 12 wins by knockout.
Yeah, this is not going to be an easy fight at all.
You know, don't get it twisted.
Look at who he's beat. Fucking.
I know, dude. Thiccc, no punk. Yeah, don't get twisted. The UFC's not like a shell of itself. It's just not putting on the big fights.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Yeah, because they don't want to pay, and that's why people are upset.
But I do like that, at least for the fight nights that are coming up, they're actually pretty good. Like you got Izzy fighting again, and he has, this is going to be another, in my opinion, the next fight night that he has, like this could be a make or break fight for him.
Oh,
because
sure.
if he gets, because he's been getting chinned a bunch.
Don't you think Joe Pyfer and Izzy should have been on the White House card?
I would have loved that.
Joe Pyfer, Philly's finest, dude. Like,
And
why
Joe
waste
Pyfer-
that on a fucking fight night?
You know what's a problem for Izzy? Joe Pyfer has knockout, like one punch knockout power.
Big time.
And Izzy's been getting chinned by people a lot lately.
Yeah,
So
the only difference is with here, and it's all going to be predicated off Izzy wants to fight. Like, if people forget how good Izzy is, Izzy's such a high-level fighter. Joe Pyfer is not at that world-class striking level. He has world-class power, but he headhunts.
Yeah.
You'll notice he just going for knockouts. He's not setting up combos. He's not very slick with it, but if they land, you're fucked.
Yeah.
For a guy like Izzy, if he's focused, he wants to be in there, it's going to be a tough night for Joe. But great opportunity for Joe. I love Joe. He's one of my faves.
That's one that I think that, because, I mean, how many losses in a row does Izzy have at this point?
Is it 3?
Is it 3?
2?
It's not looking good for him.
He lost to Imavov.
His only
Strickland.
his only good fight is in recent years is
The Poetan one?
when he beat Poetan.
That was phenomenal. One of my favorite fights ever.
It was a great fight, but now that you look at how heavy Poetan actually is, you're like, how much water did he even have in his head to
I
even
know.
take a hit? Yeah,
So it's
Strickland. He got taken down by Thiccc.
He was doing well in that DDP fight, but then, yeah, and Imavov, it's tough, but again, you're talking one of the greatest to ever do it. A guy who's made a ton of money, ton of stardom, doesn't have to fight anymore. What's he doing it for? But this is how everybody's movie ends. It's not a sad story. You're talking about one of the greatest ever.
The only sad part is it's like from seeing him be the guy, like he got the torch handed to him from Anderson Silva to now he's on a UFC fight night card. You're like, damn.
So is Anderson, though.
I know.
Anderson lost like 6 in a row.
Yeah. But that was like,
But this is how it goes. You stick around long enough. It's just, that's the way the game goes. You really have depending on who you are, you have 2 to 3 years of your absolute prime and you're the very best in the world. You're fighting all comers. You're making all this money. You're on commercials. You're the face of the UFC. You have about 2-3 years.
let me ask you a question. And this is I want your opinion on this. When it comes to fighters like that, so you got guys like him, you got, like you said, Anderson Silva, you have guys like Fedor who in their primes were just like, people are like, damn, this might be one of the pound for pound greatest of all time.
BJ Penn.
Now people don't look at them like that. Do you think like people don't give Fedor the credit of being the most dominant fighter of that whole era?
Because they saw him get knocked out against Mitrione and these fucking
Do
other
you
guys.
think those things kill their legacy? Because like,
Depends who you are. If you're like a student of the game, it shouldn't.
because I still think Fedor is probably pound for pound
As
one
you
of the
should.
best,
As you should.
top
Ever.
top 3 to top
Ever.
5
Ever.
But top 5 would be my max. I
Ever.
put him at.
Yeah.
Right. Like, the
But I
people
guess,
that he-
and that's because he, right? Not currently, but his recent fights were in Bellator and shit like that.
Yeah.
But then when you think of Michael Jordan, do you think of him on the Washington Wizards?
Yeah.
Or do you think Jerry Rice on the Los Angeles Raiders?
That's
Oakland
true.
Raiders.
Or even LeBron right now. LeBron is good, but he's still not one of the top players in the league.
No, like when you think of LeBron, you think Cleveland, Miami.
But I don't think
he's had a
others-
stint in LA and he won a championship, but you don't really think of
athletes in other sports don't get that kind of scrutiny, though. You know what I mean? Like,
do you think when you think of Joe Montana, it's like, 49ers?
Yeah.
You think Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, because you don't look at Michael Jordan, like I said, as what you think of him, Michael Jordan, number 23.
When enough time passes by, which it's getting there for Fedor, you're like, oh, dude, he's one of the greats. But right now, you're like.
But people talk about the only thing, like BJ Penn, I remember him just being just like, he was a problem for everybody. Like Matt Hughes, and that was such a stacked division at that time. Matt
Penn,
Hughes,
top
GSP,
5 biggest freaks.
He jumped up and fought. He fought what's his name? Lyoto Machida at
heavyweight.
Was it 205 or heavyweight?
Heavyweight.
Yeah, like people don't understand. Like
Rumble on the rocks
people
in Hawaii.
Post McGregor don't realize how much of a fucking badass. And he wasn't even trained. He would his training would be climbing a coconut tree
And surfing.
Yeah.
But people forget, like the game has just changed. And who is it? Gilbert Melendez alluded to this. It's such a good point. He was talking with Dom Cruz. Today's UFC fighters are more, don't get me wrong, there's some of them that are still like this, but the majority, I'd say 95% are more athletes. They're not actual fighters.
Sure.
They're more athletes, and that's why they don't take short notice fights. Like, you're not seeing the day and age of cowboys anymore.
Yeah.
Or like Gilbert Melendez, who would fight on short notice or would fight 5 times a year, 4 times a year. Those days are done. Those days are done. Now you have more calculated athletes. Like, I'm not in tune with my body. I need a mental coach. Shut the fuck up. It's just a different time. Society's softer.
Yeah.
So that trickles down. So if society in general is softer, it even trickles down to, notice, NFL's way softer. Way fucking soft. You can't touch anybody.
Kickoffs now?
Fuck, what are we doing? You can't touch
Just
the
give him the
quarterback.
ball in the 20.
You can't touch the quarterback, and it's an all passing league.
Yeah.
So it drifts into society. So NFL way softer, right? Taking knees and shit and rainbows over. And then NBA way softer. No defense. All they do is shoot threes from the outside.
Yeah.
No more big men. No more dunking. No more hard fouling. So it's softer there. MLB is really the only thing left, and hockey. But this also drifts into MMA.
Yeah.
You don't have, you have some of the daggies and shit like that, but even Islam's not that active.
Yeah.
But when you talk about guys who are remembered for like the later parts of the career, that's why what Khabib did is so phenomenal.
Yeah, it was smart.
You don't hear shit about Khabib or DJ.
Yeah.
DJ too. Like there's no blemish on the record. There's really nothing can really be like, he wasn't that. Remember when he did this? No.
So it kind of does hurt their legacy in that
Think about
regard.
Ronda.
Yeah.
Say she never fought Amanda Nunes. The Holly Holm thing happened, but if she never fought Amanda, we're like, dude.
She was
she ruined a lot in that Amanda Nunes, like the way she talked in interviews, not doing interviews, very dark. Like I bet if she could redo it, she would never done that fight.
I'm just realizing she basically had a longer version of Tom Aspinall's current career where she stormed through everybody in seconds, and people are like, damn, this is not. And then as soon as something happened, everyone's like, oh, they suck. You know what I mean? As soon as something happened, they suck.
For Ronda, though, it was like, it was a long time coming. It's like she was never a world-class striker. She picked it up so recently, and then she's in the UFC. Like, she's a world-class grappler. But then when your coach, who's a great coach, Edmund's a great coach. It's not his fault, but he only could do so much with what he had. When your background's not striking and the world, including the most powerful people in combat sports, saying, dude, she's the Mike Tyson of women's fighting. She could beat Floyd Mayweather. That, whether you like it or not, and you try not to listen to it, that starts trickling in. And your boxing coach goes, buddy, I bet she could beat Anderson Silva. That was said. So this shit
starts. That she could have beaten
so that shit,
Floyd Mayweather.
Yep. So that starts seeping in, and then you're like, yeah, dude, I can fucking box. And then Holly Holm goes, oh, sweetie.
Yeah.
I was kickboxing in my diapers. So as long as you've been doing judo, I've been doing kickboxing. So then in Australia, the way things work out is you're forced to you can't take her down. She tried. You can't. She has a good takedown defense.
Yep.
So now you're forced to strike with an actual world-class striker.
And she's doing the Cotton
And
Eye
the term
Joe.
world-class gets so overused that when you actually see it, you're like, oh my God, that's what you saw. So it was this perfect shitstorm.
Yeah.
That it's not Ronda's fault. Everyone around her is guilty of it. Everyone, including the media. Everybody.
Yeah.
She should have never fucking even went toe-to-toe with Holly. There was never a world where she was going to beat Holly on the feet Impossible, not possible. She should have jumped a fucking half guard.
I guess you'd be the perfect person to ask. Do you feel like when you're the person in those shoes, when everyone's hyping you up, does that start to actually get like seep in and you're like,
oh, big
you
time.
start to believe all the hype?
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Because these are people you trust and you're also paying.
Yeah.
And so when they're like, dude, you can fucking box her, you're like, really? Like, yeah. And that's the same guy who was like, dude, you could be the first women's champ. Why not? Why not you? Like, fuck. And that comes to fruition. You're like, damn, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You could beat Floyd and you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll fight Floyd. And you're like, oh my God.
They said it in MMA though, not just boxing, like fight. Which is better than if they said boxing, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So with that go talk we were talking about before, I do hate the current. People really do have such recency bias.
That's how it goes.
And I get like the sport keeps on evolving and you see it in real time now. Like you saw Max couldn't stop the grappling of Oliveira. And Max...
I have thoughts on that.
Yeah? Because he used to be able to, like, you know, you go back to his Frankie Edgar fight and, you know,
no,
like...
Max can wrestle. He's not one of the best of all time because he didn't have wrestling. Max can wrestle... I think, again, and this is why people are upset at Charles Oliveira, and same thing with the White House card, there's expectation. So when you fight for the BMF title, the expectation is BMF, baddest motherfucker on the planet. That means you basically, it's like your baseball rules. They're unspoken. There's no grappling. We're not taking each other down.
Yeah.
We're going toe-to-toe. The baddest motherfucker in the world isn't a grappler. Now, in all reality, they are. But the BMF stands for striking. It should just be the striking baddest motherfucker in the world.
Like what one does with the 8-ounce or
Correct.
the 4-ounce Muay Thai
Correct.
fight.
They should actually put in the contract no takedowns.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
So the thing is, when you sign a BMF title fight, we assume as the fan base and also the fighters that we're going to go toe to toe. You're going to point down. We go back and forth.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was expecting.
so there's expectations there. So when Charles doesn't do that and he's doing what's best for him, which I would have done the same thing probably.
Sure.
But you're going to get some backlash. So back to the whole reason and go on this rant about BMF. Holloway does have good takedown defense. Yes, Charles Oliveira looked great. But I would suspect Max did no preparation for wrestling.
Sure.
He was like, no, it's BMF, dude.
Yeah.
I'm the best boxer in the UFC. He fancies himself a striker. Let's fucking bang, dude. So I would assume the majority of his camp was striking, and that's why he's laughing. When he's on his back, he's like, motherfucker, are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah. He studied for a math test, and they're like, what's the capital of Latvia? And you're like,
He's like, wait, what?
Ben Askren actually talked about the takedown stuff. What if he said three takedown maximum for BMF title fights?
But even that, because like, what did Oliveira have 20 minutes of
Control time. So Gilbert said, this is going to be wild coming for me, real wild. Oh, this is Askren. What if they did a 3 takedown maximum? I say 1. 3 takedown maximum, or you get a minute on top to this effect now. Well, listen, even if I was grappling well, for one, it felt weird because it was BMF fight. But number 2 is Charles did not. It was kind of like Hamzat Chimaev fight where Charles didn't take chance on top. He wasn't really good. Agree.
Actually, I have a premise for it. What if you could do takedowns, but if you're not, like, it should be way faster than a regular fight. If you're not being aggressive and there's not strikes happening,
stand you up.
Stand up.
I'm not mad at that, where the ref in the back is like, listen, this isn't your typical fight. We're looking for action. We can't limit you guys to takedowns. If you take them down, all good. If you're not inflicting damage, I'm going to stand you up faster in a regular fight because that's expectation, boys. We good? We good? Yep, good. Go to work.
Yeah. Don't give them okay, you got to start moving, Before you got to give them the got to start moving, we're up.
If you're not throwing or looking for seeking submissions, get up.
Yep.
I dig that. What else you got, Chin?
Oh, yeah. You guys were mentioning legacy, and then Francis Ngannou recently said this during that press conference.
The fan base that has been disappointed since you left the UFC. You've ruined your legacy because we haven't seen you fight. What's boxing?
Give me a definition of legacy.
Your lasting memory in the sport, I guess, maybe what they would
Like
say.
who?
Muhammad Ali?
Like Muhammad Ali. Okay, let me tell you what's the legacy. My legacy right now is my kids back home, is my family back home, getting health care, getting security, being able to put food on the table, being able to put roof on their head. That's a better legacy.
You can have the Muhammad Ali legacy or whatever you want. If your kid cannot attend to school, he has no place in the society. If your kid doesn't have food in the stomach, that legacy doesn't help you for anything. You cannot go to the store or in the gas station or at school and pay the school fee with a legacy. You have to understand that this is a bullshit. That promotion fit fighters, street fighter with, and they're all out there fighting for legacy. Good for you. Keep the legacy. Give me my pay. What I deserve.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, between him and Ronda, just fucking cooking, dude.
Right? Do you know what that reminds me of? Like when I first started stand up, like the clubs, they don't like early in New York, like they don't pay you for the first like 8 years of doing stand up, and they're like, we're just giving you a platform to reach these people. But that's their way of saying we're not going to pay you.
Yes,
this is, you get to do it for just for shits and giggles.
You're doing it for the love.
You're
of
making
the game.
us money.
You're doing it for the love of the game. You're having fun, right? You're like, yeah.
Like,
well, it's the
your
same thing like
exposure.
at the comedy store. Like, I remember everyone's like, oh, don't it, like when I first got in comedy, like, oh, isn't the goal to get past at the comedy store and don't you be a comedy store regular and do sets? I'm like, no, I gotta pay my mortgage.
Yeah,
Like,
what does
I gotta
comedy
hit-
store pay? $18?
I gotta hit the $25. I gotta hit the road.
Yeah.
Like no. Listen, it'd be an honor, and that's great. And there's the most famous comics in the world got past there, and that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's not paying my bills.
No.
I gotta hit the road.
That's why New York comics have to do 25, 30 spots in a week if you're just doing just New York comedy. And that's what they're doing. They're
And now there's
paying
some guys who are
exposure.
fine with that. There's some great comics who are like, I don't do the road.
Oh yeah,
I'm the comedy store guy. Like, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. You probably don't have kids or a high ceiling or, not every, oh, good for you, brother. You figured if that's what you want to do, more power.
But if they have the option, just like he is, if they have the option to
They're
do
going.
an arena,
They're going.
They're doing that arena.
In a heartbeat.
Uh-huh.
You want to just do one more and then fan questions?
Sure, Chan.
All right. Arman, once again, over the week.
This motherfucker can't miss.
Yeah.
Who's
that does
cooking more
hype
than
Brazil.
him? Who is cooking more than Arman Tsarukyan?
He slept.
Generational run right now.
Now, Muhammad went up in weight. It was
45 or something.
Like a 2-day notice. So this is expected, but the kid has balls. Look at him that. How the UFC doesn't sign him, I have no fucking clue.
His grappling is so good, Arman. It's so good.
He's a freak. And what's crazy, he's like traveling all over the world.
Beating everybody.
He's everywhere.
He's
He's
on
in
every
Ferraris.
podcast.
What?
He's on every podcast.
And every like major streamer too. And then they're like, hey, you want to grapple tomorrow? He's like, yeah, I'll grapple. And then he just fucks people up.
Yeah.
There's never been a glow up like Arman. The
He's
best I've ever
killing
seen.
it.
The best I've ever seen. All right, fan questions.
Fan questions.
Let's do it. Thank you for submitting them. So many of them. I can't get to all of them, but we try to get to a good chunk of them. All right. This is Scotty TP something. Big Brown, Scotty from Little Rhode Island, one of my favorite places. I've loved your content since the OG King of the Sting. Legit, you were the best mechanic from Nordstrom's Rack. Thank you. That's a reference when Theo called me a Nordstrom Rack mechanic. Because I like wearing mechanic shit. Question, Khabib was best, obviously. In my opinion, I thought Justin Gaethje fought him best up front. Who do you think actually gave him his toughest fight that you can remember? Cheers, brother, and glad your daughter's doing well. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Yeah, she's crushing it, man. She's crushing it. I might have to move to a different school district for her needs, but we're figuring it out. Anyway, she's crushing it. People forgot. God, his name's drawn a blank.
T-Bow?
What?
T-Bow?
Not T-Bow. Ally Quinta. Now, if you go back and watch the fight in hindsight, like, all right, Khabib kind of handled him. But Al did pretty fucking good. Al did pretty fucking good, man. For what he had, remember, a short notice too.
Yeah.
Al was supposed to fight somebody else. So I give it to Al Quinta. Like, Justin Gaethje had time. He knew what he signed up for. He definitely didn't put on a bad performance. He got triangle choked. It was actually a reverse triangle, which is crazy. But Al Quinta, for what he was dealing with in short notice against a guy of Khabib's caliber, I give him the nod as doing the best. Also, Al Quinta, he's a real estate guy now.
So funny.
Have you seen this?
Yes.
So
In Long Island,
he's
too.
trying to sell. Yeah, he's so Long Island, and so he's trying to sell this boat. I don't know why he's selling boats. He's trying to sell this boat. The guy's interested. He brings his buddy, and his buddy accuses Al of like doing something shady, and then starts threatening Al Iaquinta. He's like in a suit, kind of look more like a real estate agent. He's like, "Fuck you, pal." They're like outside. He's like, "Fuck you, pal."
It was so Long Island.
It's so Long Island. I love it.
So what the fuck you gonna do about it?
Yeah. He's like, buddy. Like, dude, do you know what Al Iaquinta will do?
Also, the guy had a sling. Dude, he's gonna destroy
He's about to
you.
get fucked up, dude. I love it.
Al said he almost threw him in the river.
I love it. Yeah, I love Al Iaquinta. I wish he lived here. I'd fucking buy some from him. Dustin 85929. How likely do you think this guy's asked this question like 3 times in a row? How likely do you think it is that GSP will fight again? I follow his page and he's still in crazy shape and trains a lot as well. Yeah, he's like a lifelong martial artist. And do you think it would be at 55 or 70? He had to lose a lot of weight after the Bisping fight and has kept it all off. This is the state of the UFC, right? Like you got Ronda, Gina, we're talking about Conor, we're talking about Jon. We got to let this go. We got to let this go. I don't think GSP's 44 now. So, he came back at 85 against Bisping. That was like a one-off. They really relinquished the belt. I don't see him coming back. I do not see him coming back. He's also one of the rare guys who are pretty set. Yeah, he's 44 and spot
exactly.
on. So, no, I don't see it. But I'm a huge GSP fan. I'm with you, brother. I think we all need to move on. There's a good chance Jon never fights again. There's a good chance Conor only has one more fight, if at any. There's a good chance Nate's done forever. There's a good chance Ronda only fights this one time. Like at some point we all got to. I'm with you. I'd love to see all them fight. At some point we all got to move on, and we're just hanging on to this because there's no stars.
Maybe I'm acting like how I did after Stranger Things ended, but. Maybe on Netflix you have a card.
I wonder what GSP's deal is with the UFC.
He's got to. There's no way he still has a contract.
Who would he fight?
You could put him against Nate again. I mean, that would be a great fight. I would watch him versus Conor like at 170.
What about GSP Jake Paul? Boxing.
I would hate to see him come back and box.
And get beat up.
Yeah, I would hate to see him box.
Versus Jake Paul, too, by getting beat up by Jake Paul. That would destroy so much.
There's not a lot of options for him.
And I don't see him need it. I mean, I don't know.
He doesn't
his
need it.
financial
No,
situation.
he's good.
So I don't see him taking a fight like one of those desperation, let's make this quick million money fast against Jake Paul. If it was MMA against Jake Paul, sure.
What about GSP Anderson Silva?
That would be a fight I've been waiting for over a decade to watch.
Right? Now we're getting Manny and Floyd. We're getting Ronda, Gina.
Yeah.
Anderson's free. GSP's free.
Anderson's like a cop in Florida now. So
Sick.
he could use it.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
That's more likely to happen. _tweez. Thanks for the shout out and feedback last week. I was going to ask the reverse and ask what training partners besides Shane Carwin knocking you out. Jesus, dude, gave you the hardest time in the training room. Someone you knew you had to kick it up a notch because there's going to be a work. God, there's so many guys. There's a guy named Sean Sims who was a middleweight. In the training room was a fucking nightmare. Black belt in jiu-jitsu, great boxing, kicks from the fucking heavens, so good. For whatever reason, when the lights were heavy on him, it didn't translate, but in the training room, he's a fucking nightmare. Pat Cummins, the great Penn State wrestler, he's a fucking nightmare. He would just go so hard, like, buddy. It was either 1 or 10. He couldn't do 5, couldn't do 7. Pat Cummins is 1 or 10. You guys would know Pat. Great story. He was working at a coffee shop. He's a barista. He would train with us every day. So when this is why I moved to California, at Rain Training Center, it was Mark Munoz, Chael Sonnen, Tito Ortiz, Michael Bisping, Ishii, Pat Cummins, myself, Tom Watson, Tony Ferguson would show up. Henry Gracie would be there. Crone would jump in there. That was our crew. That was our crew every day. And for the heavyweights, it was like me, Bisping would jump in with us. It was really the 3 like mainstays were me, Ishii, Hitoshi, and Pat Cummins. So the 3 of us would go so fucking hard in the paint every day. Ishii was a problem, but Pat just, he just, my story about Pat. So Pat would train with us every day, but he would wake up at 4 a.m. and he worked at a coffee shop in Orange County in Lake Forest. And he was trying to get to the UFC, and he was fighting on regional shows, just beating the piss out of guys. And then DC was supposed to fight somebody, and the guy fell out. So on a 2-day notice, his manager at 5 a.m. drove up to the coffee shop, and Pat was working the door. And he goes, whatever, fucking Summer Moon, what's your order? And he goes, Pat, it's me. I'll take your black coffee. He goes, oh, what's up, coach? He goes, I'll take your black coffee. It's probably your last coffee you're ever going to serve. He's like, what? And he's like, yeah, because you got to fight in the UFC. You fight Saturday. He's like, what? And he's huge for 205. Fucking jacked and shredded. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, you're fighting DC on a 2-day notice. Daniel Cormier. Just a fucking worst matchup ever. But he got his foot in the door. And then I cornered him for his next 2 fights.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's like, speaking of black and going to leave a bad taste in your mouth, I got DC for you in 2 days.
You might want to make this extra black, man, because we got to fight for you. Yeah, those guys went hard in the paint. But other than that, Bobby Lashley, I always refer to
Bobby
him.
Lashley? Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Fucking monster.
How strong was that guy?
Insane. Insane, and never got taken down ever in training.
Really? Oh, he had a good wrestling background. Like a real wrestling background.
Yeah, real wrestling. And he was, I think, Army world champion.
What? Oh,
but
shit.
never, listen, I pride myself on never getting taken down. Shane did, all of us did. Ishii, Pat Cummins. When I say this, I'm talking Josh Barnett couldn't do it. Shane Carwin, I couldn't do it. Todd Duffy couldn't do it. Stipe couldn't do it. No one could take him down. Bobby Lashley's back in training never touched the mat.
Damn.
Ever. That's how good he was.
So he could wear a white T-shirt and he'll no dust on the back.
And he would.
Yeah.
Or he'd go no shirt.
Damn.
And
oh, what
he
a
is,
freak.
Oh my, just tits. Just chest up. Built like a stingray.
How tall is he? He's
not that, he's probably 6'2".
Yeah.
But
thick.
Fucking jacked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bobby Lashley's probably one of the craziest physiques, even in like WWE.
Well, let's set at 6'3", we're plus, who knows?
Like what I say, 6'2", 6'3".
What a fucking monster.
Yeah. Freak, dude. Again, his back never touched the mat.
Natty, too.
All natty.
His cardio was not great, though, right? That's all I remember seeing.
Issue.
That much muscle on you,
it's impossible.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, your VO2 max is not going to be
He was
very
a
great.
freak of all freaks, though.
Mm-hmm.
JR Young 22. Heard they might add, not adding. Heard they might add a 7th fight at the White House. Who would they realistically add? I wouldn't be surprised if they add a 7th fight, because I know the UFC's hears the rumbles and how upset the majority of the 99% of the majority of the fan base is. I wouldn't be surprised. I also don't think they give a fuck. I'll tell you this. It would give me hope if they added a 7th fight. I don't think they are, to be completely honest with you. I don't think they are. I don't think they give a fuck, because you can get numbies no matter what. That's all they care about for the shareholders. So it would give me hope if they did, but I'd be willing to bet you they don't.
Yeah, because you have to add a legend, because it would have to be a legendary fight. Because we got promised fucking Bigfoot versus Chupacabra.
Yeah.
We're getting, good fights.
Good fights.
That's why I think that if
I don't think they're going to do it.
They would have to be almost like okay, this is what you're keeping, like, and then be like, oh, look, we told you we were just trying to lock this down. Otherwise, if you just add
It'd be like Conor.
Yeah, if you just add another good fight, then people go, yeah, that's kind of what
They're
this is
going to
already
get more
was.
backlash.
Yeah.
They get more backlash. If they say they just added Aljo, or you're like, okay.
Yeah. I think if you add Conor versus
if they're like, see, you fucking idiots, you want to hate on us? We're just messing with you. You thought we were saving Conor for International Fight Week? Boom, White House, and you're like, oh shit,
I
we're
think
back.
you get Conor, Oliveira, BMF belt. I think that's.
I do Conor Holloway.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think that if they were going to do it, it'd be for the belt, right? Because this way, and that's the only belt you're going to let Conor fight for at this point. You're not going to put him in the fucking.
No. I give him like Ilya or some
Yeah.
shit. Again, it would give me hope that UFC's like, all right, maybe we have gone too far. Let's listen to the fans. I would be willing to bet you don't get a fight, Bubba. What else you got, Jen? Jits Ophrenic.
That's a cool name.
Do you prefer us watch or listening on Spotify or YouTube? It doesn't matter, brother. I make my money off audio, though. Who is someone you rolled with, one big guy, one little guy, that impressed or surprised you the most? Big guy? God, I've rolled with so many fucking monsters. The most like insane, like world class was just like, oh, it doesn't fucking matter what I do is Hodger Gracie. He came in, rolled the piss out of everybody up. Hodger was a fucking freak. Small guy would be Crone. I would tell you guys how fucking good Crone was.
He's that good, huh?
Yeah. Such a freak. Crone was a freak. Anthony Pettis was a freak. Ben Henderson was a freak. Yeah.
They would actually tap you though, the small guys?
No.
But
Crone got me once. Crone got me once with an armbar.
Wow.
What does he weigh?
An armbar, shit.
145, if that. But we literally did a super match. It was like going on for like 40 minutes. And I was in phenomenal shape. I wasn't exhausted, but it was a point where he got me good with an armbar. Mike Daly.
Actually, quick question. Do you feel like you changed up? Do you have a change of heart?
I did. So his original question, this is even a question. This is just me responding to a DM. He was, did Aspinall just fuck himself bringing Eddie Hearn as a manager? You know, Dana ain't going to play any games. I went, sure did. But then I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I'm actually on board with this. I like it. Yeah, the more I thought about it. So he says, what's up, fellas? I don't doubt that Dana wasn't going to throw a bag at Ronda, at least not what she wanted. But I can't help think that Dana probably said something like, if you come back, it's only going to be the Amanda fight. I'm not paying you 20, 30 mil to fight Gina. And you tell me this is your last fight. What you think? No, I don't agree with that. I don't think Ronda would come back to fight Amanda. It's such a fucking nightmare, and striking's not her thing. I think the only thing that Ronda would come back for is Gina Carano. And I don't think the fan base is like, yeah, I got to see Amanda versus Ronda again. Like, it was such an ass whooping. So I don't, it's not the flex you think it is if they announce that. B, Ronda wouldn't come back to fight her. Gina Carano's the perfect fight for her to come back. Gina's beloved, obviously easy on the eyes, not a grappler, also not the best striker, older. So Ronda can kind of have this redemption arc and beat her. So I don't think Amanda was in the conversation.
Hey, speaking of Amanda, what the fuck happened to her versus
Kayla Harrison? She had surgery, so she's just not ready.
Is it surgery?
Yeah. Sure, but that fight happened this year.
You think so?
Yep.
I would have taken that as a White House.
All day. That'd been great. Again, the UFC, that wasn't their fault.
Yeah.
You know, they were planning on it. That's why they were like, oh, we're going to have these title fights on there. But
is there any word when Harrison's coming back?
No, she hasn't said anything.
Nothing. Damn. Was it a collarbone?
No, it's like neck surgery.
Like
you have to go through here.
She had a big scar here.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. That fight had happened, but quarter 3, quarter 4. Charlie Chuck. What are your thoughts on Max getting his black belt after losing the fight to Charles on the weekend? His defense was good, but is that really enough? Yes and no. Also, when I got my black belt from the boys after I submitted Matt Mitrione with an Anaconda, but they had the belt ready to go before the fight. So even if I would have knocked them out or if I would have beat them in decision, I was going to get my black belt. It's predetermined before the fight. They don't have it in their pocket like, all right, if he wins by submission, let's get the black belt out. Like, probably in camp, they saw something or it's been long overdue. Max doesn't have a ton left. And they're like, this is the fight. We're going to give it to him no matter what. But I think just based off his defense, you're like, yeah, that's a black belt.
Yeah.
He's been a black. When you see a guy get his black belt or brown belt, they've probably been deserving of it for 2 to 3 years at least.
It'd be awkward to give him if he got tapped in the first round, though.
That's weird, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They probably would have just waited. Like,
I mean, you got to give him credit on his defense, though. The fact that he didn't get tapped up.
Yeah, Charles Oliveira on your fucking back for 20 minutes.
That's
you
a
can't
problem.
do shit.
Yeah.
You're a black belt.
That deserves it.
Did they wrap it around you in the cage at all? Or how'd that work?
No, in the back. They tossed it to me.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of uneventful. They're like, hey, man, congrats. I'm like, oh, shit, that's cool. This is my boy, Mr. _ Zachary. This is my boy, Zach. In your opinion, who is the most successful, absolutely sauced up Mexican supplements competitor in combat sports? Well, there's two.
I wonder if it's the same one I'm thinking.
There's only two, and this is the only answer to answer this. There's two. It's Uberim with the best body of all time, and the scariest guy. I remember I was fighting at the time in the heyday of the heavyweight division, and I was like, well, fuck. Well, fuck if I have to fight that guy because I couldn't afford TRT. And then Vitor Belfort.
TRT Belfort.
TRT Belfort, which he'll fucking kick your eye out, ask Bisbing. Or Luke Rockhold, he's a fucking problem, or Uberim. That's the only way you answer that.
Yeah.
It's one of those two. Pick your fucking poison.
I mean,
body-wise, though, Uberim?
Yeah.
His weighing against Brock when he's like this, you're like, do you want to give him second Olympia?
That's my honorable mention right there. Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar's
But Brock's always been big.
I think he started in high school.
He probably started when he was a baby. But the thing is, he's always been fucking big. Like, there's been, remember, Overeem fought at 205. Like, he's fluctuated. Sometimes he looks real smooth. Dude, bring up his picture, Brock Lesnar, Overeem weigh-in, and you're like, that's the best body of all time.
The deflated after he came off, deflation was
so sad.
Crazy.
Vitor's way worse.
Yeah. Especially because Vitor had a big fucking chest.
Well, let's look at his body first.
Right there.
He could compete in classic physique bodybuilding.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was the scariest guy of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, and on top of it, world class striking kids. K1 champion. That's a fucking
Type in the after.
And good cardio. Oh, and really good
Over and
grappling.
after?
Yeah. After steroids. Or you saw it right there.
There's a few, just like soft.
Yeah.
Nowhere near the same.
But if you saw him when he was younger fighting Chuck Liddell, he's just like a skinny dude with muscles. But then, when he became Uberim.
Yeah, they first fought in Pride, right?
Yeah, in Pride. Yeah,
that was a big thing back then. Chuck Liddell going into Pride when Dana let that happen.
Huge, because Dana was Chuck's manager. Huge.
Look at this guy, dude. That is not the same guy.
That looks like me. That looks like my son Tiger.
Yeah.
He's built like tech support.
Yeah, he's fucking.
There's like no way. Like that's where he looks the buffest in this picture against.
Even then, he's
Shogun.
thin.
Yeah.
He was so good, man.
What an underrated guy right there, Shogun.
Oh, buddy. Awesome.
Underrated.
The man. Him and his brother Shogun. Good question, though, brother. Shout out to Zach. Buy his cam at Texas Speed Performance. It's big BFD. Stands for Bigfoot's Dick Cam. It's the best of the best for your LS engines. 666 Eddie. Interesting name. Do you think it's possible that they do prelims at separate location for the White House card? They would have announced it. Again, I'm with you, dude. I just don't think they give a fuck. They would have announced it. It's not coming.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No,
I think they would have said
they would
something.
announce
You
it,
would you would know who the names are. At
It'd
least.
be like prelim, stay tuned from fucking Apex or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's none of that. And I don't think they have the time slot, all that shit. Jacob_Lee17. Ooh, I gotta go soon.
Yeah, it's the last one.
All right. How much more can we take Dana until Dana White is actually getting called out at the press conference and being held accountable for the lies and promises he makes about fights, especially the White House card? He never has to answer the real questions. Buddy, the answer is never, because they'll tell you it's freedom of speech as long as you ask the questions that they want. So anyone that's in those press conferences, they can only ask certain questions. They have to toe the line. So no one's ever going to hold his feet to the fire. Like, you're not getting Errol in there. You're not getting Pizza Carroll, Chuck Mendenhall, Luke Thomas. Those guys you let in there, those guys are going to fucking get it going. Those guys aren't allowed in for a reason. So the answer is never, Bubba. Never.
By the way, can I give a shout out? Fucking people from this show have been coming to see me headline on the road, which is
love it.
really fucking cool. I just want to say thank you guys, because I'm a stand-up. I'm not a MMA fighter.
Yeah,
so
but you know your shit.
It means the world that you guys come out. Like, a couple came out to the Denver show,
Love
and I
it.
was like, this is awesome.
Do they yell out, like, talk UFC?
Thank God, no.
When I first started doing stand-up, that's what I got.
Did that? Yeah.
Ah, dude. fuck up the whole act.
Did I tell you what happened with the Denver show? I headlined on Sunday, and my girl's like, "Oh, my parents are coming," and I'm like, "That already made me nervous." Then she's like, "Oh, my grandparents are coming."
But they
to the
saw
show
you right
too.
in San Jose, or this is a different.
Different side of the family.
Gotcha.
So her grandparents were just farm people who. And I was like, don't let them sit in the front. Dude, I walk out on stage and I'm making direct
They
eye
always
contact.
do that.
I don't
They
know why
always
they
do that. I
Yeah,
know.
and I shit myself as soon as I went over an hour.
But Denver's
on that
tough
show.
because it's not that deep. If they put them in the very back, it's dark, like in the fucking cave.
No, lights on.
Right there.
On that. Like, because in Comedy Works, it's like a low in the front and then it comes up.
You want them in the come up in the back.
I'm face level with
I
their
know.
grandpa talking about dicks. And
Dude,
I was
they
just
did
like-
the same thing with me when I first headlined Comedy Works. My mom came like, hey, make sure my mom's like back right where I can't see her, like, say less. I walk out, my mom's right there, and the whole time, not laughing, she's like this.
Oh.
And you're just like, well, this
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah.
I just refused to look at, I was looking at everybody
everything but them. Yeah. All right,
Thank
guys.
you guys so much, man.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Keep coming out to Nick's shows. Where are your next shows at, bud?
I'm in San Diego this weekend.
Great club, dude.
And then I'm gonna be in Charlotte on the 8th.
Love it, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys make the show. Thanks for watching. It's my favorite thing to do. So shout out to you guys. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for all your submissions. I'll post more on Monday. So keep on sending them. I love talking about this stuff. Love going through it. You guys make the show possible. Thank you for tuning in. It's 3 days a week. So you got Tuesdays, Fridays, and then Sundays we drop the fan questions as well. So thank you guys so much. Love you guys. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, do all the shit the youngsters tell you to do. All right, that's it. Be nice to each other. See you on the streets. I'm out.